Yo, yo. Watch list July 18th tomorrow. Let's start here with LGVN, first trade I put on this morning. Let's go to 1 minute. That's what I was watching. This was not on the watch list from yesterday because it was a gapper this morning. And not really a day one gapper in my opinion because it had this front side move. So we were gapping into looking left levels, as you can see that red line, prior resistance. And I was not looking to anticipate it failing there. I go in a little bit, but we got that push, high day clear out. And then this was now this dip low, and this dip low was now the failed fall through level here in the 460s. So I had put some on into this hard crack lower high, covered, put some back on once prior support became resistance, and I covered a bit too soon. Put some long on here as it was prior support here on the multi-day chart, and I just moved on, never touched it again. KZIA did have a little bit of a bounce here today. I had bought some again off the open and sold for, 2-cent loss or so. It ended up going into the 70s, but a super choppy name. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. I'm taking it off watch now at this point. So now watch list going into tomorrow would be NAAS. Was a multi-day runner, first red day short. And multi-day fade, bounce back. Now it's put in this lower high. Ideally pulls back and sets a higher low, so it doesn't just go straight up here from the mid twos. Ideally it pulls back and sets a higher low before re-breaking out of the 650s, but that would be something that I might be interested in for a multi-day setup, for a multi-day breakout there. SNOA, I had talked about a few days ago, a week ago maybe. And I had put it on radar and set some price alerts and was just keeping tabs on it, where each time it pushed, it faded all the way back. Pushed, faded all the way back, pop, drop. And now this time it popped and now has been setting higher lows ever since, with a multi-day resistance here at 45 and the big picture breakout here at 47. So a 45 break, I join strength and look for a nail belly type trade where this thing doesn't really hold its gains. So I'd be looking for sort of like a 15-20% move through 45, maybe go into 60s, 70s, something like that, back up into here. But I like the look of that one. And then EBS and TBBK, same sort of daily, different sectors. EBS, I believe, is Emergent Biosolutions, yeah. And it hasn't broken its prior day's lows, and same with TBBK, that's a bank name. And this thing's gone straight up off the 30s into the 50s. Not super liquid name, but those two names will be looking for prior day's lows for a large cap type trade, maybe a SIG trade. The large cap sector's just been kind of heating up. Like you had a bunch of stuff in IWM, a bunch of people are watching, TSM, big gap downs in the semis. Just a bunch of trades here in the large cap space that a lot of the volume's been filtering to. So small caps kind of slowed down a bit in my opinion this week and moved into the large caps. So there could be opportunity in first red days on these if prior days lows break down, and then SNOA and NAAS adding to my long watches. And I think that's about it for actionable stuff for tomorrow. Keeping some other names on radar, just percent gainers from the past few days. But we'll leave it there, and I will see you guys in the room tomorrow.